Uh, he'd been practicing really well. I think he's a good fit for Asabor. Asabor's a handful. You know, he's about 265. He's really strong. He's going to go back down game. And I just thought Carter's strength and physicality would be effective, and it was.
Fran, in addition to Carter, I mean, your bench had, I think, 36 points
36
tonight.
points, yeah.
Yeah. Can you talk about their effort?
Well, you know, you go man by man. I mean, Price hits two big threes early when we were really struggling, and two free throws late. You know, Evan gets a bucket, and then he gets a dunk and one. Riley was spectacular, not only in terms of he scored the ball, but he moves it, he screens. And Laji would go 7 and 8. I mean, and he's also on Asabor part of the time. Brock Harding was tremendous, hit three threes, but you know ran the show. So I mean that's the kind of team we have. We got to really compete and stay together and just keep grinding. You know, because it didn't look good at the start of the game, it didn't look good at the start of the second half. But we hung in there. The crowd was great.
Right, it seems like Peyton's left it all out there on the court, wearing his heart on his sleeve. But how has the rest of your team kind of fed off of that energy?
Yeah, it all starts with leadership. How you approach preparation, how you approach practice, scouting. Every team in this league is really good, and every team in this league is different. So you've got to be smart enough and tenacious enough to make those adjustments from game to game. And you know, he certainly sets the example, and everybody comes with him. He's got help with some other guys. Josh has been great. Carter's been great, another veteran guy. Riley's a veteran guy. And our sophomore class obviously is experienced, but yeah, it starts with him. Yeah.
How big was Riley's charge that he took there in the second?
Well, it was a kind of a strange play in a lot of ways, but it's just a smart play by a smart player. It's a game-winning play when you really need it.
Fran, how nice was it to see him banked in three-pointer go in favor
Yeah,
of you guys?
we needed one. Of course, they made one, but at least we made one, and there's not much you can do with short clock, but you guys did great there.
Riley, Peyton, Carter, they all came in the same recruiting class. I know it's been a few years, but what do you just recall about kind of how that group came together?
Well, they were all different. Carter came in as a walk-on that was preferred, so we had watched him and got to know him, and obviously we knew his dad, but his his prep school coach we knew, and he goes to prep school during the pandemic year, so go to prep school for more exposure. Then you don't get any exposure. There's nobody at the games. So we were lucky to get him. I think he probably would have ended up with a lot coming out of prep school. But he earned a scholarship. I didn't give him one. He earned it. Peyton, of course, we recruited him as hard as we recruited anybody since I've been here. And Riley, obviously, was a family connection. And I think with him, it was always, you could see what potentially was there. And anytime you have a kid who's just character through and through, a wonderful person, I'm just happy for him when he has success like this, because he's worked hard.
Fran, when it comes to Peyton, I mean, Blake said best, he wears his heart on his sleeve, but how have you just kind of seen him emotionally, he's always been mature, but how have you seen him kind of be emotionally mature into this new leadership role and like you said, leaving everything out there?
Well, he's an emotional guy. He wants it bad. He puts the time in. He's in the gym all the time on his own, and he wants to be successful. He believes in himself. So it's important that he control his emotions because of how serious he is about his craft. And sometimes it's hard to do. And in the past, we've had to talk to him about that. Because you never want him to lose it, but it can never overtake your ability to think and execute in critical situations. And he has been a really good crunch time player for us for a very long time.
Is Drew still struggling with the ankle?
He hurt it yesterday. I wasn't even going to play him. He said, I'm ready to go, so I gave him a shot. He did not have, he didn't have it the other night, he didn't have it today. I feel so bad for that kid. He wants it bad. He's a phenomenal leader, phenomenal person, awesome in the locker room, and we need him. But others are stepping up, thankfully.
Josh looked like he was hampered a little bit in the second half.
Yeah. Somebody said I was cramping up or what he had, but he had a little thing going on with his leg. But if you ask him, he says, he's fine. He never says there's anything wrong.
You think he'll be all right, though?
Yeah.
Fred, I know you wouldn't say you'd have 200 home wins, but just in the context of the season, to have a game like this, what does that mean to you?
I never really think about that. I never want to make it about me. Those sort of milestones. All of a sudden, somebody says, "Hey, you got your 500th win, or you're to whatever." I always say, and I don't mean to sell myself short, but I coach teams that won. My team's at Lehigh, my team's at Siena, my team's at Greensboro, my team's here. They won. I didn't beat anybody. I didn't make a basket. I had my chance. I had my run in college, and I was very thankful for that opportunity. Played in the ACC, played in the NCAA tournament, played in the Ivy League. Wouldn't trade it for anything. And I tried to take that knowledge and the mentors that taught me the game to the coaching profession. And the first time I got a full-time coaching job, I felt so blessed. They're actually going to pay me to do this. I didn't make any money, but you just I got salary, I got benefits. You can't get any better than this. And, to still be doing it and have the same passion for it and the same love for my guys, that's really what it's all about.
Just
Last question, Tyler.
For clarity, say it was just coach's decision, not injury.
Yeah.